All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstones and elder bishops. Shalom to the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Shamar coming back with another lesson. And in this lesson, I wanted to speak on the current events and things that's been, going on pretty much as late this week. Uh, if you've been paying attention, recently they had that protest going on. Everyone's still protesting against Trump, the No Kings protest BS, as well as you got the government shutdown happening. All right. And that's affecting a lot of different things, people traveling. All right. A lot of government workers not getting paid, as well as I believe I've seen different posts online about it. I didn't really, Google it too much, but it's pretty much with around roughly within 12 days or so, what they saying, the EBT is getting ready to be cut for most people because, the government shutdown still is going on and whatnot. So you're having a lot of different things, taking place right now, man, as well as all this is going on in Babylon. And you still have World War III getting ready to take place at any moment as well, mind you. All right. In the background, while everyone's caught up in the Trump being a tyrant, the government shut down, the EBT being cut, this and that. Hey, man, you got a lot of things happening here in Babylon, man. All right. This is why we have to stay in the spirit and pay attention to what's taking place, as well as filtering it through the scriptures. All right. The first scripture I want to start with actually is in 2nd Ezra 9:1, and it says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And we're seeing the signs, all right? The signs that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has written and foretold us to look out for, all right? Because everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, okay? This is what we have given to us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to, give us the insight of the times that we're living in. Let us know that we are in the last days. Because the way that America is headed and the state that it's in now has never been like this, okay? All right, you haven't had mass protests going on against a president in forever. I can't recall any other president that had this type of, this amount of people trying to go against them, even other different governors in different states and whatnot, as well as the state that America is in itself, man. All right. Jobs is horrible right now. A lot of layoffs is happening. I know people that's been laid off. All right. And I've been hearing different accounts as well. You have your regular life, so to speak, right? You talk to people here and there. I've been hearing different stories here and there about people that's lost a job and haven't found another one in over a year. And that's crazy. And that's, imagine that. It's been a year, you still ain't found a job, and things are only getting worse. But this is the state that this society and this country and this is in, man. All right. In verse 3, it says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning." And that's exactly what you have taking place, man. As well as earthquakes happening, all right, you have uproars of the people happening. And it's been so, much BS happening. And it is BS for as the reason people are protesting, all right, because they're sitting there protesting about the governor or the president. I mean, meanwhile, you got all type of other BS that you should be upset about. Nonetheless, you're having the people being, uprising. And it's starting from many different points, all right? One being the president, the state that things are in, the EBT getting ready to be cut soon. And you got a lot of different people upset about it, all right? As a matter of fact, I wanted to play one clip real quick off
I
of
just
this
woke
page
up.
about this dude.
I got an email from EBT.
And this shows you the state that people are
I
in.
used to get $740 a month for my 2 kids. And we not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here. This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me. They gotta help me feed my fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be quitters now. Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all want to tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT, and I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working when the government is here to help? Come on. Y'all send all that money to Iraq.
And it shows you the state that people are in. All right, you got more than just him on that hype. All right, of course you got the queen in the mix of there. And other Jakes as well. Okay. Another video right here. This dude.
You know what? Since they want to take food stamps away, I'm going to fucking Walmart. I'm going to rack up any damn Walmart, throw that shit right in the basket. I'm coming right up out that bitch. Move, get the fuck out of my way. I'm not paying for a damn thing. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't getting a food stamp on EBT. Oh, watch this. Watch this. I'm about to, it's about to be some bullshit. It about to be some shit. I'm about to go in that bitch masked up. You hear me? Masked up. Racking every damn thing up off the damn shelf. Throwing that shit in the basket. Walking clean about there. Well, I got me fucked up, bud. About to be Thanksgiving, you hear me?
And it shows you the state that this society is in, man. All right, all them people. All right. They're dependent upon the system. You through. All right.
Frustration is also deepening just a few miles from the Capitol as lines wrapped around this Washington area food bank where hundreds of furloughed federal workers showed up, in some cases for the very first time.
We got milk.
Sandra Wright has worked for the Department of Housing and Urban Development for 40 years.
Why did you decide to come here?
Just to stock up on food, because we're not going to be getting paid this coming week.
Melissa Westbrook is a 22-year veteran of the Defense Department.
I need to pay my bills, and we need this to hurry up and, be over with. So it's stressful.
A second truckload of food had to be brought in due to the high demand.
This is overwhelming.
Pastor Oliver Carter helps run the food pantry, but even he isn't immune.
My wife works for the federal government right now.
Frustration.
And she's furloughed.
And we got a check last week, a half a check, and this week is no check coming. So we should be in line too. It's really great that we can help other people while we need help.
And she's furloughed.
And this is crazy, man. But this is the state that Babylon is in, man. Look at that. You go a couple weeks or two. People can't even go a week or two without a check. You already in the line for a food line. All right. And that's furlough people, not even people that got EBT. Like the other two clips I showed you with the two J's, you got, plenty of people that's upset about the EBT thing. But this is showing you, nonetheless, the state that things are in, man. All right. Hey, things could pop off at any moment. And you hear what the two, dudes said. They pretty much, they let it get cut off. They stealing stuff. And people, Jake already stealing, for petty crime, just to steal for money. How much more so when it's for survival, okay? Things could get very bad very quickly. And you're seeing that. People that have been furloughed, you already in the line. No money coming in, don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You got to go to food banks. This is the state of America, man. Through, all right? Now, this is Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's what you have going on, all right? All these people in Babylon are mourning right now. All right, and like the scripture saying, Matthew's the 24th chapter. All right, this is the beginning of sorrows, man. So everything that you see taking place, this is just the beginning for you people to catch hell, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it real quick. Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at verse 6, Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we've been hearing of these wars and rumors of wars for the longest. And things is at a point where it's no longer a rumor. We're seeing the actions. We're seeing these other nations prepare for war, man. All right, missiles are being fired with Israel. All right, Palestine. Things is heating up. Now you got Iran getting involved, potentially getting more escalated. Hey, things are getting, we're at the peak of prophecy, all right? Things are happening. So much every single day, every week. It's a lot going on, especially now. And we're just, this is what, almost halfway through this, devil being president, just getting in, because he was elected in 2024. Now, we're nearing the end of this year. And a lot has happened just in this year in itself, man. But continuing on, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And this is what you see taking place. All right. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. All right. Soon the famines, pestilences are on the way, man. And you're seeing the earthquakes in diverse places. But you see how fast things can escalate. And it says in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the beginning of it, man. You got people already being in line and don't even know, being in line for food banks and don't even know when the government shutdown is going to end. Here it is. You had your government job. That's supposed to be job security, so to speak, right? You got your government job. You feeling all good about yourself. Then this happens. You literally not getting paid. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. You got to line up for a food bank. All right, do whatever you got to do. Some people probably Ubering now, Door Dashing or whatever. But you ain't getting no money from your job. And then some of them, they still want you to show up for work. Like TSA people, they saying a lot of them didn't show up to work because they're not getting paid. So the airports is crazy, with the lines and whatnot. But this is showing you the state that America is in and how fast things can change for the average people who don't even fucking realize it, man. Because they're living in a Disney World. You think that everything is going to be good every day, nothing's ever going to happen, then boom, shit like this happens. Now you're through. Because you're dependent upon the system, let alone people who literally depend upon handouts. Jake depended upon EBT. All right, you like the dude in the video, Jay feeling entitled. Esau been giving you handouts for so long, now you finna renege on it. He ain't giving you shit. No more handouts, no more assistance. And Jay feeling entitled like you supposed to be giving those things when you don't do shit. Hey, things are getting ready to be ugly, man. Let them stamps get cut. All right. Watch how fast things get real bad. And you see how he already talked about sending the National Guard to where crime is happening and whatnot. And it ain't even crime that's for stealing food. It's crime just for people, like nigga shit. Robbing somebody, shooting people, stealing jewelry. Imagine how much it would escalate when it comes to you're literally not getting the people who are dependent on EBT as well as people that's furloughed and whatnot, right, with government jobs, not being able to provide for themselves. And then all those food banks, they run out of fucking food because there's too many people coming. What you think will happen, man? Hey, shit's getting real out here, all right? It's time to wake the fuck up. Hey, prophecy is speaking. We at the end of this place, and it's only going to get worse from this point on, man. The beginning of sorrows, all right? Now, I'm going to jump down. Or, matter of fact, I think it's in a different, yeah, I think so. 16th chapter, maybe. Yeah, 15. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. It's a lot. But this is what you see going on, man. And getting ready to happen, man. Destruction is on the way. All right. The sword draweth nigh, and one people gonna stand up and fight against another, which is what? Civil unrest, civil war, sedition. Well, it goes into that in the next verse. All right. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. And that's what you see going on, man, or getting ready to go on. Why do you think sedition happens and people invading one another's home and whatnot? Like I said, you have the crimes that's happening now are just crimes for stealing, out the jewelry stores, clothing stores, designer, whatever like that, because it happens out here all the time. But when you have it happening for a need for survival, it ain't gonna be just breaking into stores, because the stores only have so much as far as regarding food. Then they're gonna be breaking into other people's homes. They're damn sure not gonna care about authority. All right, they're already upset with the president, the ones who be out there protesting and whatnot, as well as people getting ready to be cut from these benefits. And then continuing on, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's what you see going on and getting ready to happen, man. All right. And this is what they want to happen, in a sense. All right. The order out of chaos. All right. You shall own nothing and be happy. All right. All those different slogans they've been throwing out here and there. You're seeing them creating the environment to get get to the resolution that they want. All right. Because now you literally depended on them so much to the points where they leave, when they step back and stop giving you handouts, you don't know what to do. You lost like a little kid. All right. And what are people getting ready to do? They're like really like brute beasts. So if you cut their benefits, they just like, hey, don't. Everybody's saying the same thing like those two other dudes said, or the second video I played. Hey, I'm gonna go in there, load up my cart. You better not touch me. I wish somebody would. One chick was saying like, somebody followed me to my car, they ain't gonna make it back alive. Hey, so things are getting ready to be deadly serious out here. And as well, hey, it's not a coincidence that he been deploying a National Guard and using them all over the place. This is what he has getting ready for you people. As soon as you start, they want that to happen. They got the National Guard ready for you. So it's a quick reaction. Y'all, they want you to do that. So then they got the solution right now. The National Guard come in. Martial law, civil unrest, civil war. Hey, but you see the times where we're living in, man, the peak of prophecy. A lot of things are happening. And like I said, we haven't even ended the year yet. We still got November and December, And this is crazy. The stuff that's going on, getting ready to happen. So we got to see, sit back and see what's going to happen at this point, man. All right. But continuing on, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And yeah, when they lock shit down. And you see that in these different these movies, shows that show you different scenarios like that, where the city's locked down. You can't go nowhere unless you got permission. Or you're zoned off. You're getting rations. How do you think it got to that state, man? Because shit was wild and they had to lock it down. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's the things that's headed here to America, man. All right. And you see the state, you see how quick people are ready to resort to violence just from the simple fact of what can happen. As soon as you get cut off from those benefits and handouts, you're ready to turn into an animal. I'm stealing this and that. I wish you would stop me. Pretty much you're ready to kill somebody. just for you to survive. And that shows you the state that people are really gonna be in, the mindset. People are ready. Hey, like it says in this last verse, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. They ain't gonna care about you, man. Like the chick said, follow me to my car if you want to. You ain't making it back alive. You ain't making it back to your job. The other dude, I'm loading up my car. Wish you would touch me. Hey, and then it's when the stores run out, because they only have so much food in the stores. So when they run out, what do you think is going to be the next part of the process? Them rolling in houses, man. They neighbors, people, whoever they know they got food. Hey, like it shows you in different movies, man, like Bird Box, or The Road. You know, all these different movies where it's like post-apocalyptic, or everything is just completely done in society, so to speak. Hey, they just rolling in people's houses, cannibalism. Hey, that's the state that people are going to resort to real quick, man. And it's written in the scriptures. All right. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And this is a state that we're in right now, man. All right. That America's in right now. All right. Where people are feeling that pressure. We've been talking about that. People feeling that squeeze. And now you're literally seeing how bad the squeeze is hitting these people, man, where they just willing to just turn to resort to violence. Because when you, Gerald Salente will always say it, when people lose it all, they lose it. When they lose everything, they lose it. There's nothing left to lose. And that's the state that the average person in America is in, all right? Even people that have those comfortable jobs, you could lose it at any moment. AI coming out, a lot more jobs are getting cut that ain't coming back. Hey, so prepare for hell, man. That's all these people got to, coming is to more hell. All right, and this is all prophecy. So we have to look forward to seeing the prophecies come to pass, because these things must happen, so that we can enter into the kingdom of heaven and that righteousness be established upon this earth, man. But we're seeing the end of this place play out, man. Prophecy speaking. And this is why we have to stay on our watch and pay attention to the things going on, man. This is like peak times of prophecy happening. Day in and day out. Different parts of the world, digital ID stuff going on, man. Hey, this is why we got to be on our watch and speak on it. All right? Hey, so with that, I'm going to wrap up and give our praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word, true sincerity. Shalom.